to harass the athletes, coaches, officials, or other spectators. Sportsmanship is the essence of the game, and fan support of our program is expected and appreciated. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Cincinnati Hills League. Tonight's officials are Kelly Whelan, Jim Boyer, and Wade Bennett. Now, would you please rise, remove your hats to honor our country, and join in the singing of our national anthem. Now for the introduction of the players and coaches for both teams, starting with the visiting Reading Blue Devils. From the bench, number 11, Jason Overbeck. Number 13, Rob Davis. Number 15, Chris Smith. Number 21, Rob Speed. Number 23, Jordan Smith. Number 25, Zach Taylor. Number 30, Eddie Wertz. At number 44, Jordan Williams.
Hello and welcome to the Wigwam.
A junior guard, number 2,
fans, we are
Sean
here
Curtis.
to invite Reading
Guard,
to our house,
3,
where the
Rodney
two
Stidham.
huge CHL Giants
Senior forward, number
have
10,
a match out
Jeremy
today.
Overbeck.
I understand that you,
Senior
Peter
guard,
Carr,
number 12,
talked to Coach Prue before the game. What did he have to say?
Coach Prue got back to me, and he said this is definitely one of the biggest games this year. So this should be a great game tonight.
That's right, I'm Andrew Burgess, and this is Peter Carr, and we'll bring you the game.
Now for the introduction of
play-by-play.
your Indian Hill Braves. From the bench, number 4, Andrew Kariakis. Number 5, Mike Lucian. Number 10, Shay Donovan. Number 15, Mike Gunderson. Number 25, Snow. Number 23, John Beatty. Number 33, John Wolfenden. Number 41, Matt Arnold. Number 44, John Spatz. Number 45, Alex King.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us who our starting lineup for the Braves are.
Indian Hill Braves. A senior guard, number 12, Phil Madden.
And we have number 12, Phil Madden at guard
Senior
tonight,
guard, number 24, Stephen.
along with Stephen Buddy.
Budding.
And the big man in the paint tonight is going to be number 42, Will Nolte. Also, along with Colin Bonenkemper, number 30. He's had a great last 2 games, coming off a 12-point game at Madeira and a 16-point game at Marymount. Hopefully big things from him. And of course, how can you forget Brandon Miller? Perhaps maybe he'll dunk again tonight.
The Braves are coached by Jim Prue, assisted by Dave Moss, Cash Hayden, and
The Braves are going to have to look out for some real key players here. Reading has got, let's see, they got 2 players that are 6'7" on their team. They've got Overbeck as a forward and center, and they also have Brinkman as a forward and center. Both of them are 6'7". And Indian Hill's got some answers. They got big Will Nolte, who's also 6'7". What a coincidence. And we got Brandon Miller, who needs to have a huge game if Indian Hill wants to win tonight. We're going to start at just a second. We have the tip-off, and Indian Hill gets it. Will Nolte passes over to Colin Bonenkemper, who takes it up, gets a shot off, and rebounded by Reading. So it's Reading's ball as they take it down their right wing. Reading has the ball.
Overbeck looks
has
around.
it. He's going to pass it off.
Number 3 looking around, passes to Overbeck outside.
Overbeck drives in with a shot, and Phil Madden gets a rebound.
Phil
He's
Madden
taking it down.
Looking up the floor to Will Nolte. Will Nolte with 2 points.
And Indian Hill is first to get on the board with 2. Reading with the ball on the right wing. Pass it over to left wing. We have a shot. And that's 3 points for Reading. So the Braves fall down by 1, and Phil Madden's got the ball. They're going to slow it up and set up some plays.
Ooh, and that's going to be a foul on the floor. No, it's going to be a charge. It's going to the Blue Devils here. This is kind of a mismatch here with number 41 against Will Nolte. I didn't realize that Brickman had the ability to shoot outside, taking that 3-pointer.
Definitely. Will Nolte is solely an under hoops man, just for the 2-point shots. We saw him try to take a 3 in the Madeira game, but airballed, so obviously that's not his talent.
Comes across there and knocks the ball loose. Brinkman did take the ball out, and Miller deflects that one out of bounds. It's going to remain Reading ball. Reading seems to be some confusion on the floor. They don't know who's going to take the ball out, and Brinkman's taking the ball out for Reading. And Miller comes away with it, looks up the floor, drives. He's going to shoot it, and that's going to be short. Will Nolte with the rebound. Rebound again, and he gets the foul. That's one of the biggest parts of Will's game, is getting rebounds, putting the shots back up, and getting that foul call right there.
Definitely. Colin Bonegamper is going to throw it in for the Braves. Passes into Miller. And the Braves are going to set up a play here. Phil Madden with the ball now. Phil Madden passes off to Miller. Pass off to Colin Bonegamper. Thinks about a shot and passes off to Phil Madden.
Back to Colin. Colin for the 3. Oh, and it's just short.
And Budding draws a foul.
Ooh,
no, Budding was called for traveling.
That's an interesting call there.
Very interesting call. I don't know if I agree with that.
Perhaps the officiating will get better throughout this game.
Hopefully so. But it's Reading's ball, and they're going to pass it in. And Indian Hill with full court pressure early on. Reading passing it over to left wing.
Looking inside. Ooh.
Throws it inside, and that's Indian Hill's ball.
That's one of the biggest things Colin Bonegamper's worked on this offseason. Coming from not playing very much defense, this year he's just looking great on the defensive side of the ball. Last week he took a huge charge against Marymount and really turned that game around at the end. Nolte's looking around, gives it to Miller. That's going to be a travel call.
The Braves have really got to get it under control. They got to stop making these easy fouls. These are elementary mistakes.
Overbeck with the ball at the top of the key. Passes back out to the point guard, number 3. Colin comes away with the steal. He's going to throw it up to Phil. Ooh, that's kind of sloppy.
Phil Madden over to Colin Bonegamper. He passes off to...
Looking inside to feed the big man. Nolte draws the foul. Yet again, that's an interesting call there, but a great move by Will Nolte.
Yes,
excellent. Right under the basket.
And Reading not too happy about that call, but that's just the way it goes.
Nolte last year made some clutch shots on the foul line for this team. Hopefully we can see him do that again this year.
Ooh. And Will Nolte misses his first shot. And John Beatty is coming in for the Braves. Stephen Budding going out.
And Reading brings in number 13, Rob Davis,
No.
to replace Brinkman.
Yeah. Will Nolte, his second foul shot, and that goes in.
So the Braves are up right now, 3-2. It's a small lead, but nonetheless a lead.
Reading pass it over left wing, thinks about a shot, but Beatty's there. And we have a wide open, hold on. We gotta,
Looks like the foul's gonna be on number 30,
yeah. it's
Colin
Colin
Bonenkamper. His first, team's first.
And Coach Prew's obviously not too happy about that, discussing it over with the ref. And it's going to be Reading's ball. They throw it in all the way back to their point guard at about half court. And he loses the ball.
Ooh. It's interesting that it wasn't an over and back call.
Yeah.
It appeared like it was, but the ref rules it that it was tipped. Overbeck over Nolte, but Nolte comes around with the rebound, and Miller's pushing it up the floor.
Miller's going to drive in, and he makes his shot.
Miller's a hard guy to defend. I mean, he's got the ability to take the outside shot, and he's got the ability to drive to the basket.
That's definitely right. And so Indian Hills up by 3 now. And Reading takes a shot and they miss.
I think that's going to be an over-the-back call on Reading.
So it'll be Braves ball.
Actually, correction, that was just out of bounds. That wasn't an actual foul. Or maybe it was.
And we got a host of substitutions for the Braves. We got Shea Donovan coming in, John Wolfenden, and Stephen Budding all subbing in for the Braves.
Shea is just a great addition to this team. Last year he played at Purcell, and being able to get him back in a Braves uniform is just huge.
Yes, definitely. He's a very key player to this offense.
John Wolfenden fighting for position inside. Hopefully his players will reward that effort. Miller looks around, and he's going to shoot it himself. Ooh, that's
air. It's an air ball, and it's Reading's ball, but Miller intercepts the pass, and he's going to take it himself. He draws the foul.
Interesting call there that the foul was on the floor. It appeared that he was still floating in the air when.
I don't know how the foul's on the floor when he's not. In my opinion, that was definitely a shooting foul. But nonetheless, it'll remain Braves ball with about 3 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock. Shea Donovan passes it in to Miller. Miller all the way back to Shea. Drives in, passes out to Stephen Budding. Stephen drives in, and he's going to take the shot.
Ooh, in and out.
And it's off the glass.
Reading's going to push it back up the floor. Trying to set up some kind of offense here. John Beatty all over him with the defense. And they're going to pass it out. They're still looking around, trying to work it into the inside.
On the floor.
I believe that's going to be either a block or a hold of some sort.
I think it was holding, actually. Back over. And up to the top of the key for a shot.
Overbeck really has position on there for the rebound, and he comes down with it. There's going to be a foul before that rebound ever happened, though. Foul's going to be on John Wolfenden. It appeared that he might have held on trying to get around number 10 Overbeck there. That's a kind of a mismatch there.
And Reading's going to pass it in. Point guard with the ball. He decides he's going to drive it in. He loses the ball. John Wolfenden comes up with it. He passes it over to Miller. And now Shea's going to take control of the field. He drives down the court.
Shea seems to lose the ball a little bit, but gets it back to Miller.
And it's into Wolfenden. He passes back out to Stephen Budding. Around to Miller.
Back to Beatty. Beatty fakes the shot, drives, and he's
John
going to lay it
Beatty
in.
With 2, that'll extend their lead to 5. So Indian Hill starting to stretch the point gap here. We got Redding with the ball on the right wing. He throws it up, and John Wolfenden comes down with it. He's going to take it himself for 2. And Braves now have 9, and Redding's got the ball. So Coach Prue, or no, Redding is going to call a timeout.
Into the game for the Braves, number 12, Phil Madden.
That's Rich Bensman. He's going to take a timeout. That's the head coach of Redding. We welcome Redding to our lovely school here for the big matchup.
With this timeout, I'd like to talk about Will Nolte. We got an interesting night going on here at Indian Hill. As many of you might have noticed, the fans have Shrek heads, and they dyed the popcorn green tonight for Will Nolte, a.k.a. Shrek.
I was quite surprised because I didn't know about this whole charade, and I saw the green popcorn. I said to Peter, "What's with this?" And he's like, "Oh, it's Shrek." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot, Will Nolte. What a player."
What a guy, just a big kid, big dominance. Adds a lot to this school in terms of his size and just his pure athleticism.
Yes.
Colin Bonenkemper checking into the game.
Again, into the game for the Braves, number 12, Phil Madden, and number 30, Colin Bonenkemper.
Also, along with that was substitution Phil Madden checking into the game. I think we'll see a lot of Phil at point guard tonight. Andrew Kariakis re-aggravated ankle injury, so I don't know how much he's actually going to get to play tonight. That
That's
right
right.
ankle's real tender on him.
So Phil Madden is going to have to come out with a big game if Indian Hill wants to win. You have Redding over on their left wing. And pass it around, and that's a 3 made by Redding.
That's a 3 by
we got John Beatty
Rob Davis.
going down the course. Pass into Wolfenden. And we draws a foul on that.
The foul is on number 10, Overbeck. That's his first foul of the game.
Fouls on number 10, Jeremy Overbeck.
Redding's 5th.
His first, team's 5th.
Redding's getting into foul trouble pretty early. It's not even the end of the first quarter, and they already have 5 fouls.
And it's definitely not going to play their advantage as this game goes on. And John takes his first shot and misses.
Wolfenden adds a lot to this team. I mean, he has that ability for Coach Prue to go with either a smaller lineup that's faster, and he can play the center, or he can play the 4 position when Coach Prue goes with a larger lineup with Nolte in it. He has a lot of depth.
He gets set to take a second foul shot. It's up, and that's a swish. So Indian Hill's now up 5. Redding's got the ball. We got an interesting player on the court, actually. It seems he has a broken nose of some sort. And it looks quite funny in this headgear he's got as he drives to the hole for 2.
It may look funny, but he can still drive to the basket and lay one up.
Yes, he can. He just proved that. And we got about 30 seconds left. Indian Hill with the ball. They're up 3. And John Wolfenden gets the ball under the basket for 2.
Number 25's into the game.
We got
Redding.
15 seconds left. Redding's got the ball. They're trying to get some points on the board for the end of the quarter. Redding drives in and misses. And John Beatty comes up with a shot.
He's pushing. He's
1
trying to get
second.
a last-second shot.
And nope, it's not going to count, but
That
he doesn't
was-
make it anyway.
That was
So
a pretty close shot.
Indian Hill 12.
But he shot it just a second too late.
just a second too late. So at the end of the first period, Braves have 12 and Redding has 7, so they're up 5. And How do you think Reading played so far?
I think Reading's played pretty well. I mean, the Braves have come off 2 pretty good wins, and Reading's a great team. They're playing good defense. It seems like they can't get started on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I think their larger players that we talked about earlier before the game started aren't really performing for them right now, and they really need those guys turned on if they expect to get their offense geared up and charging away.
It's interesting. Brinkman, I was very surprised when he took that 3-pointer earlier in the first quarter. I didn't know he had the ability. That's going to be troublesome for the Braves to defend somebody like that.
Yeah.
However, he's already in foul trouble after the first quarter. He already has 2 fouls.
So I don't know how much playing time he'll get here in the second period.
Hopefully the Braves can cause him to make another foul and put him on the bench for the rest of this half.
Yeah. So we're going to get started here, the second period. And the foul standings are Braves have 3 team fouls, Reading has 5. So we talked about that foul trouble that Reading's getting into.
Number 25, Zach Taylor, take the ball out, and he gives it back to the point guard, Rodney.
And
Reading's
Rodney
really moving the ball around there. They're trying to start some kind of offense. They're really moving the ball around. Nolte's calming down Phil. Phil does not like that call at all, but we got to keep our composure. After Marymount getting a technical foul that affected the team pretty big.
Yeah, you don't want to get these refs angry at you this early in the game. And so Reading's first shot goes in. That's Rodney Stidham. Takes his second shot. That's up and that's down too. So Braves are now only up 3. And Brandon Miller's got the ball. He passes over to Stephen Budding. Goes back to Miller. And Miller thinks about the shot. Pass over to Phil Madden, who drives in. Pass out to Colin, who puts it up and misses 3.
Ooh,
but
Buddy's going to come up with the rebound there. Look back out. There's a traveling call there. It didn't seem like he took that extra step. But apparently the ref saw a step that I didn't see.
Yeah, I don't know about him. I don't know. So Stidham has the ball once again, guarded by Phil. Pass it off to the left wing. And Stephen Budding doing an excellent job guarding right now.
Miller's going to come up and put in some pressure on number 13. Reading's just really trying to move the ball around. Nolte swats it away from number 10, Overbeck.
So Indian Hill playing some good defense. Reading have a hard trouble finding a shot. So they're going to slow it down and try to set up a play to get some better looks.
Overbeck takes the 3. I've never seen so many big kids take 3-pointers.
Yeah.
But you got Overbeck shooting 3s and Brinkman. The 2 biggest kids are taking 3-point shots. I guess they respect Will's dominance in the middle there and are kind of afraid to post up on him.
I think that may be right, but the Braves were really getting some turnovers, so they didn't get that.
Foul.
And I don't know what Little Miss Ref over there is calling, but I'm sorry, but we had some technical difficulties, so our audio went out for a second. What I was just saying is that Will Nolte was just called for a foul, but I don't necessarily agree with that. I thought it was pretty clean. So we got Reading taking foul shots now, and he makes his first foul shot.
Overbeck puts in that point at the foul line.
His second foul shot is good also. So that's going to put Indian Hill only up by 2. It's going to put Indian Hill up by 1. Will Nolte with the ball, passes out to Stephen Budding. And he is rejected, but
that was a huge block by Overbeck there, but it's a good effort by Budding to take that shot.
Yeah. And John Beatty is going to come in the game for Colin Bonekemper. And there's a foul on Reading.
Actually, it was just the ball was swatted away out of bounds. Braves are going to bring it out. Miller tries to put that one up, and it just doesn't fall. So Rodney Stidham is going to take the ball back to the court. It appears he was setting up a play there.
And Will Nolte with another big block. Miller comes up with the ball.
That's some great side, help side defense there.
John Beatty with it, pass it into Nolte. He puts it up for 2.
That's the basics. That's what we need to stick with today to win this game.
Yes.
Just looking inside and then throw it back out for that outside shot.
We need consistent points. We need to stop making these elementary mistakes and get some points on the board. Will Nolte with the steal. He just read that like a book, I'll tell you what. Pass up to Phil Madden. He drives it down the court, loses the ball for a second, and tries to pass it out. But Stidham comes up with it. He's going to take it down the court, try to drive in. He passes over to Overbeck, who is robbed by Phil Madden. Phil Madden looking for some redemption after he lost the ball. He's going to pass it over to Beatty. And Beatty throws it up for 3, but it's no good.
Andrew Kariakis is on the line to sub in right now, which is surprising. I didn't think he'd play very much tonight, but it appears like he's going to go in.
Yeah, he may have faith in his ankle, even though it's a little tender, so he'll try it out. Maybe Coach Prue thinks Phil's getting too excited.
That's a good defense, and Redding's forced to call a timeout.
Yeah.
The timeout was called by Rodney Stidham there, the point guard.
And as Stidman called the timeout, he pointed to his face mask, and that's plastic. I think it may have fogged up on him from him sweating, so I don't know if that played a factor into it, but that's what it appeared to me, that he just couldn't see anything because of the fog.
You can see over there in the huddle, he just took the face mask off, and it appeared that he wiped it off. So
Yeah.
I think he was having a little bit of trouble seeing with it.
I think so.
And number 25, who's been playing quite a bit, Zach Taylor will take the ball out for Reading. There's 5 minutes left in the second quarter. The Braves lead it by 3.
And it's Reading's ball. Stidham's got the ball. He's calling a play once again. We got Reading over with the left wing with the ball. Pass it back over to Stidham. Over to Overbeck Jr. Oh, and Overbeck makes a bad throw. And that goes off Stidham's foot, and that's Indian Hill's ball. Brennan Miller's going to throw it in for the Braves.
Well, let's see if Andrew Kariakis' ankle really can support this as he tries to set up this Braves offense.
Will Nolte is going to throw the ball in for the Braves. Pass it in, Kiriakis. He's going to test out that ankle. We'll see how it holds up.
It's looking pretty good, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Nolte for 3. And that one was real close, and Brendan Miller with the tip. The thing about Nolte taking threes, it's a scary sight, but apparently during the summer, he put 2 or 3 of them in down at one of their camps. So coach gave him the green light to shoot that ball.
Well, hopefully he comes out with a better turnout than that. We got Andrew Kiriakis on the breakaway.
Pushes up the floor.
He draws the foul, but he gets pushed, so he doesn't make the basket. He'll take 2 shots.
And the Braves are currently up by 5 points with 4 minutes to go here in the second period.
Andrews getting set to take his first shot. He throws it up, and that is good.
I think that may be AK's first basket of the year. Last week at Marymount, he looked around to shoot, but he said he appeared he might have gotten blocked on the layup, so he gave it to a safe bet in Brandon Miller.
Excellent choice. He gets set up to take his second shot, throws it up, and that one doesn't go. And it's Reading's ball. Stidham pass it up the court, trying to get things going for his Reading team. They pass it out to Overbeck.
Reading's got a lot of movement there. They're going to look inside to Overbeck. Overbeck shoots one over Nolte and puts it in.
And AK driving up the court, dribbles in, doesn't see anything, so he passes off to Miller. Miller having a little trouble, pass it over to Beatty, and Nolte's got the ball inside. He's going to dribble in for,
That's good footwork. You just got to finish those.
Yeah, he's just got to finish. He misses the layup, and is Stidham with the ball for Reading.
The Braves currently have a 4-point lead, and there's only about 3 minutes left in this quarter.
And that's Reading for 3. So the Braves are only up by 1 point now. John Beatty with the ball. He's going to take it down the court. Will Nolte lagging behind. I don't know if he plans on shooting another 3 or what. Phil Madden now with the ball. Brandon Miller inside.
Oh, that was a huge foul.
Huge foul, definitely.
That was just obvious. It didn't even seem like the kid was going for the ball. He was just making sure that Brandon Miller did not put that shot in.
Definitely. And of all the Braves I'd like to see at the line, Brandon Miller's one of the ones I'd have.
Definitely. Quality shooter, had great games for the past 2 weeks. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's been the leading scorer.
I think so. I think you're right. And of course he drains his first one. And we got John Wolfenden in for the Braves.
And it appears Colin, they want to do another substitution. Colin's going to come in for John Beatty. Reading also had a substitution there. They brought number 12 into the game.
Miller sets up for his second shot. He puts it up, and that one does not go, but Miller gets the ball back, and he's fouled again.
It was just a hard push-off on a rebound, but that's great to have Miller back at the line.
Definitely.
With almost no time off the clock. We got about 2 minutes and 46 seconds left in this half.
So Indian Hills up by 2. They could potentially be up by 4 after these baskets. We'll see if Miller drains both of them this time. He missed one last time. His first one is up, and it's good. His second shot sets up. Puts it up and drains that one. So Indian Hills now up by 4. It's 20-16, and Stidham for Reading has got the ball. Andrew Kiriakis playing very aggressively against him. Trying to get some turnovers.
I don't know about that hand check call there.
know.
That's just the way AK plays defense. He plays real great defense. He's got those quick feet. He'll get right up on him. Plays good defense, gets steals, and he looks for the assist before he ever looks for the shot. He really knows his role.
That's right, but the ref thought he saw something, so it's what it is.
Let's see Andrew play some defense right now on Stidman.
Simmons passes the ball off. And Reading tries to go for a shot, but it's blocked. And Brandon Miller, I guess he thought he was going up, and he jumps up and kind of lands on Reading's player. So he gets a foul, and he's just asking himself why he left the air. So that'll be Indian Hills' 7th foul. Reading has 8 right now.
Eddie Wards is going to be shooting these foul shots for Reading.
And Shea Donovan checks in the game for the Braves. Reading's first shot is good.
That's going to cut the Braves' lead to only 3.
And Nolte checks in for Wolfenden. Reading sets up for his second shot, throws it up, and that's no good. Big Nolte with the rebound, pass off to Miller. Miller's taking it down the court. Pass off to Colin Bonekemper, loses the ball for a second, regains it.
I don't know about that call either. That did not seem like his feet were set at all.
I don't
Colin
think so.
lost control. The thing they should have called there appears to be a travel.
Definitely.
Definitely do not think that was a charge.
Yeah, I definitely think Colin lost the ball, and the charge was just byproduct of him trying to regain control. So Reading's ball, Stidman's got the ball. We got full court pressure. Shea Donovan's guarding Stidman. So he's gonna pass it off. Reading not seeing too many opportunities to take shots right now. Colin almost with a pick, but it doesn't go. Stidman with the ball once again. Stidman drives in, takes a shot, and that's no good. Colin Bonenkemper with the rebound. Pass off to Phil Madden, up to Shea Donovan.
Shea looking around, passes it back out to Phil Madden. Phil's going to set this offense up. There's a minute 30 left in the game, and the Braves only lead by 3. They're going to feed the big man in the middle. Will Nolte with the shot off the glass, and it's good.
Excellent, excellent bank shot. That's huge for Will Nolte as he missed the last one.
The fans continue to chant, "You can't stop him."
That's
referring
right.
to Will Nolte, who has 7 points right now.
Reading struggling once again to get shots. They take one and it doesn't go. Brandon Miller with the rebound.
Miller pushing it up the floor, looking around. Hooks up Colin, who tries to get inside of the big man, but Overbeck's there for the steal.
So Stidman tries to slow it down here. Shea Donovan's guarding him once again.
Reading wants to try to stall some time off the clock, perhaps, and get the last shot of the half.
I don't know, there's a lot of time for them to get the last shot, so we'll see what happens.
That is true. They don't seem to be too aggressive at the basket.
Definitely not.
There's about 30 seconds left in this one, till halftime. Overbeck with the ball at about 3. Number 3 finally setting up a play. There's about 13 seconds left.
And we got a foul called on Shea Donovan. Looks like he reached in a little bit.
Stephen Buddick checking into the game for the Braves. He's going to be replacing number 10, Shea Donovan. Also, Overbeck comes out, and they replace him with number 11, his little brother.
And this is Didham shooting foul shots. His first one. Throws it up, and that's no good. Brandon Miller comes down with the rebound, and he's going to slow it down. We got 5 seconds left in the game. He takes a shot. No good. Reading with the ball, launches it down court.
Ooh,
no good, but that was very close.
For a full shot of the whole court, I can't even believe it was that close.
Yeah, that was very close. He really has some arm strength. So at the end of the half, Braves up by 5. It's Braves 22, Reading 17. And this has been a good game so far.
Yeah, it's been surprisingly close. The last couple of games of the Braves, it just doesn't seem like you can really get that offense going. Just the simple offense, looking at the post and looking outside, the simple parts of the game. But I look to see big play in the second half, and I look for Indian Hill to take a lead starting about the third quarter. If they can do that, they'll almost have this game tonight.
I think so, and I think it's huge that these two powerhouses of the CHL, Indian Hill's leading them so far into the half. I think that's going to be real big. So I think Reading is going to try to get their big guys to work inside like Will Nolte has been doing and try to start up their offense, and at the same time, Will Nolte's got to shut those guys down if he's playing matchup, if he's matched up with them. So we'll see what happens.
Nolte gets.
All right, welcome back to Indian Hill High School here at the Wigwam in their gymnasium, where the Indian Hill Braves are taking on the Reading Blue Devils at the end of the half. The score was 22-17, Braves leading, and we're back in action.
Colin really trying to force it inside there to Nolte. Nolte rolls in and out. The Braves are going to have to hustle back down to get on defense.
So, Reading with the ball. They're looking a little more aggressive this half, I'll tell you
Reading's
that
got
much.
a lot of movement.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
really
they
trying
do.
to speed up the pace of this game.
And it's not paying off so far because they missed that. We got a foul on Reading. Fouled Stephen Budding as he was picking up the ball.
That was on number 13.
So Miller's going to throw the ball in for the Braves.
Team's first.
Phil Madden's going to bring the ball up the court. Look out to Colin Bonenkemper. And Colin's good for 3.
There's an excellent shot by Colin Bonenkemper.
It's just good movement overall in the offense. And Colin just squares up and took a good shot at the basket.
And so Reading looking to answer. That'll be for 2, but he misses. Miller with the rebound, and it's up to Colin Bonenkemper. And
Pushing it up to Nolte.
He's got a breakaway, and it's in.
Basket by number 42, Will Nolte.
And the Braves offense is really moving this.
That's going to
half.
extend the Braves' lead to 10. And Nolte comes down with another big rebound. This is just the kind of start we needed for this third quarter. Braves really needed to start rolling with their offense.
That's right. Miller takes it in.
And it gets tipped in by, was that Stephen Budding?
Yeah, Stephen Budding with the tip. He finishes for Miller.
Brandon Miller.
Yeah, Phil Madden even riled up now. He's guarding number 3. Stidham.
And the momentum shift has really gone to the Braves' way. The Reading can't seem to calm down. They're going to have to call a timeout here. Number 3 rips off his face mask, and
Reading obviously not happy with the way they've been playing. They went from a 5-point deficit to now a 12-point deficit. That's just huge.
that's just the way the Braves needed to start that. So Reading's head coach is Rich Bensman, and it appears to be he wants to make a substitution. He's going to put number 10 Overbeck into the game, perhaps to get some more size, or maybe he's replacing number 41. I'm not quite sure at this point, but
We have a digital Verizon audio box.
there's about 5 minutes and 39 seconds left in this quarter, and the Braves have the lead of 12 points.
That's right. So we're looking back into action now. That was actually a full minute timeout. So Reading really needed to talk to their team and get them under control. They were turning the ball over like crazy.
That could hurt the Indian Hill Braves, though. I mean, that's going to stop their momentum a little bit. Let's see if the Braves can come out of that timeout tough and push it back down the floor.
They do have the ball. Colin Bonenkemper's going to throw it in for the Braves.
Reading's in a
Pass it
full
into-
press now.
Yeah, they're really trying to change the momentum now. If they can just not make mistakes, they're going to end up doing that.
Buddick has the ball. He looks to drive, passes back out to Miller. Miller looks at the shot, looks inside. It's tipped around. And Nolte with a huge basket and the foul. Oh, yeah, baby. That's why it's his night tonight. That is
Excellent.
why it is Shrek night right there.
That's right. It is definitely Shrek night. And we'll see if Will can complete his 3-point play. We'll see if Will can give us a 3-point and extend the Braves' lead from 31 to 32 with 17 points. One behind.
Number 3 is going to bring the ball up the court here. Phil's playing pretty good defense. We're really trying to set something up. Reading, look to 41, feeds Overbeck.
And there was a mismatch by Indian Hill. We got John Beatty trying to guard huge 6'7" Overbeck. We got Colin Bonenkemper driving in.
Colin was just rejected. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he was driving in tough, but those are 2 6'7" giants.
And he's just too little to be doing that at this point. And we got all of the coaching staff of Reading standing up trying to call a play. Finally, Stidham sees it. They're trying to set it up and slow this game down. Throw it into Overbeck.
And that's going to be Reading's ball with
Yeah.
about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this
Nolte
quarter.
tipped it out of bounds. So it's Reading's ball.
Brinkman's going to take it in. He's going to pass it to his fellow big man. He's going to pass it back to him.
He loses the ball temporarily and is in some trouble. And he's
going to get called with a double dribble there. That's a great call. He put it on the floor, picked it back up, and tried to put a move on Nolte.
That's right.
appeared to fall down on the ground there. I don't know quite what happened. I appeared to miss it, but it's going to result in Reading ball. The fans are really getting behind this team.
Stidham trying to call a play once again and set up his Reading offense and get something moving here, because they have fallen way behind. And
Colin Bodenkamp hit the block.
Oh.
I cannot believe that was a
That is
foul.
insane.
That was all ball. I don't know how you could get any more ball on that block.
We've got it on camera too. Goodness. That was an excellent play by Colin. The refs just didn't see it that way.
And number 13 will be shooting foul shots here, Rob Davis. And
he makes his first shot.
And that'll put the Blue Devils down by about 12.
And you know, all I got to say about that call is, Peter, you just win some and you lose some. You know, it goes back and forth.
I mean, sometimes the refs don't see every aspect of the block. And maybe next time we'll get the call.
Yeah. So Miller's going to throw it in. Reading made both their shots.
Shea's back into the game for the Braves. He's trying to set some offense up here.
Excellent.
Seems like Reading's defense is picking up quite a bit.
And that shot was no good by Phil Madden. And it's Reading's ball once again. They're going to throw it up. And Shea almost rejected. Huge.
Justin Brinkman, correction.
Yeah.
Shea got real up there. I
yeah.
didn't even know that kid could jump that high.
Oh, Shea can jump, I'll tell you what.
I mean, honestly, he just elevated and got up there and almost blocked a guy who was 6'7".
And I think that's why he didn't take the shot. He was just so surprised that this little guy had just jumped up there and was taking it away. But nonetheless, he was fouled and he's at the line right now. His first shot is up and it's good.
And that's going to cut the Braves lead to 10 with about 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
And so the Braves right now, they just really need to start getting points on the board and stop making mistakes.
They're going to take Will Nolte out and try to give him a little break and put number 33, John Wolfenden, in. Perhaps go with a little smaller lineup.
And that shot is no good. Miller comes up with the ball. Shea Donovan's got it now. Pass it over to Miller.
John Beatty looking around there, dribbles in a little bit, really trying to drive something, start something to the basket. And that block was just huge for Reading. Number 41 just got up there and said, nope, just swatted that one away.
And Reading's fans erupt, but Indian Hills fans are just chanting scoreboard. And I'll agree, we're up by 10. That could have been a huge momentum changer for Reading. Miller drives and nails it. And Indian Hill extends their lead to 12 once again. Stidham sets up a play.
Goes to Overbeck. Overbeck's going to shoot it about the top of the key, and that one's going to fall and cut the lead back to 10 with about 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
I'll tell you that Overbeck is one dangerous player. He's like Brandon Miller, only like 5 inches taller.
Yeah, he does add a lot of good play to Reading.
Stidham with the ball once again. Indian Hill shot was no good.
Stidham trying to set up a play again here. They got the two big guys in the game right now. You just have to think they're going to drive the basket like that. And that's in and out.
And Phil Madden comes up with a rebound. And that's blocked, but Miller gets it. Beatty's up. Thinks about the shot, gets into trouble.
That gets knocked away by number 13, Rob Davis for Reading. And it'll be Indian Hill ball. Indian Hill's going to take a timeout.
Checking into the game for the Braves, number 30.
And that's going to be a 30-second timeout.
Also in for the Braves, number 42, Will Nolte.
And Will Nolte's going to be coming back into the game. One of the great things about our cheerleaders is just their tumbling ability. I mean, honestly, I watched them tumble, and I heard Reading had some tumblers tonight. I heard it might be a competition between the cheerleaders.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm looking over at Reading cheerleaders, and they're all assisted in their tumbling and stuff. And then we look over at ours, and we got Nikki Newton, who just tears up the court. I'll tell you what.
And then you got
twirls.
Kirtley.
Oh,
Kirtley
yeah.
really gets elevation on those tumbles.
Kirtley definitely does.
Well, now we're going to be back underway with about 2:30 left in this third quarter. and the Braves lead it by 10. Brandon Miller to take the ball out for the Braves. And the fans are really getting behind this Indian Hill team here.
Miller with the ball again, throws it over to Shea Donovan. And Shea loses the ball, but Colin Bonekemper catches it. And Phil Madden's got it, top of the key. Pass over to Miller, left wing. He takes the shot.
Nolte could come up with the rebound here. And what's the call there? I think it was over the back. It appeared to be a jump ball. That appeared to be just both the big guys jumping up for the ball, but number 10 or number 41, I don't know which big guy it was in there, seemed to have better position than Nolte. That's how they got that foul call.
Definitely. So it's Reading's ball. Pass it in.
About 2 minutes left in this quarter, and the lead is still 10, Indian Hill.
Colin Bonekemper lost his
for
man
help.
for a second. And that was a huge dunk. But there's a technical foul called.
Number 41 with the dunk, that was huge, but he got the technical because he excessively celebrated.
Yes.
He slapped his hands on the back.
If you dunk, you got it. All right, Brandon Miller dunked in Madeira, and he didn't get a technical because he just shut up.
Threw it down, and that was all.
That was it. He just walked back here.
And
we got a guy. He dunks it.
That was a huge dunk, and there were guys around him. But the fact is that he chooses to celebrate, and
you just can't do that.
That's going to be huge. Now he's going to go on the bench. He's got 3 fouls. He's probably not going to play until halfway through the fourth quarter. And now we got Miller shooting foul shots. Who else would you want on the line?
I know. Miller is our best foul shooter, and he drains another one. So leads back up to 9. And that could have been a huge momentum swing for Reading. But Miller turns it around.
That's going to be a 10-point lead for the Braves. 36-10. All right, correction there. Actually, it appears to be 35-26 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. I thought it was 36, but guess the score table only put one up or put them both up. I just didn't notice.
I think they just had a scoring. I think the scoreboard's just wrong. It's actually 36-26. Just Miller made both of his shots.
So, yeah, I thought it was going to be 36. It might just be an error at the scores table.
I think
Hopefully
so.
they get that fixed. Because that point could mean a lot to the Braves down the run if Reading has more play like dunks and can put that stuff in.
And so we got about 1:45 left. Stidham with the ball, setting up some offense for Reading.
This really shrinks the lineup, having to take Brinkman out.
Oh, definitely.
And that looked like it was a charge, but it's not called. The kid's going to number 3's with a 3, and Madden recovers. Passes it to Nolte, and he passes it up to number 24. We're looking in. They're really pushing the ball here. Calling for 3. Oh, it's no good.
No good. We got a new Brave on the field. Ty Snow checked in for the Braves. Looking to get some playing time for the half. We got about 1:10 left. And Reading's got the ball.
Nolte comes up with a block. I guess he got a little arm there. It appeared to be ball, but he definitely grabbed a little arm. Maybe a body foul. I'm not quite sure. But appears that Wolfington's going to come in and replace Nolte. Because Nolte has 3 fouls already in this one.
So he's going to check out because we definitely need him in the second half.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need him in that fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, what am I talking about? I'm sorry.
We're definitely going to need him toward the end of that third quarter. I mean, Reading's coming back here, and the lead is only by 9 points now with a minute left in the third quarter. So hopefully Will can calm down a little bit on the bench because we're definitely going to need him in the fourth quarter.
We got AK checking back in. Testing out his ankle.
Overbeck's just short on that one, and Reading recovers. That's just poor boxing out by the Braves there. We really need to win the loose balls like that. That kid just throws it up.
And that's going to be Braves' ball. He dribbled the ball out of bounds, Reading did, after he got the rebound. So Wolfen's going to throw it in for the Braves.
And Reading's going to come back with a full court pressure. Reading subbing in number 25. Zach Taylor for number 13, Rob Davis. And Zach Taylor's going to D up Colin Bonekemper here.
Colin throws it into Stephen Budding.
Whoa, and look at the new Brave we have on the floor. Number 15, Michael Scherpenberg. got his first playing time last week against Marymount for about 2 minutes. He suffered an injury to his hand in the last football game.
And I'll tell you what, he is one key player. He takes the outside shots like he was born to.
Last year on JV, he had some great games toward the end of the game. And I look for him to be a huge asset to this team. When we're down and we need a three-pointer, that's the guy I look at.
It's definitely the guy I
and
look at.
Reading hits a pretty big shot there, and now they're only down by 7 when this half is winding down. Braves looking for one last shot. AK is going to throw it up. I think he was coaxed by the Reading fan. Count down the clock.
And time expires.
In the end of the third quarter, the score is 36 Braves, 29 Reading.
And I don't understand that. The score should definitely be 37-29. They had a scoreboard error. I'm hoping they're going to catch that.
I don't know if they are. I mean, they did leave it for the last about 4 minutes of the quarter, and that point could mean a lot at the end of this game.
We'll see if they change it.
Yeah, the Braves really need to come out with a hot streak in this next quarter. And I mean, like they came out in the third quarter, they came out huge. They really just need to come out looking good like that again, getting a big run. If we can get up by 10 again, we'll have a great shot at this game. And the fan of the game tonight, no surprise to me, is Junior Alex Becker. He's going to receive a free gift certificate to Chipotle, and we all know how much Alex loves to eat.
Oh, definitely.
He'll definitely indulge on that one.
But you know what's sad is Becker did win this Chipotle, but it's just not going to fill him up. I mean, he's a huge guy. He's got to at least have 2 burritos.
I know. The sad thing about Alex, he had a great year in football this past year, but he's actually going to have surgery to both of his feet, and he'll be out of lifting, which I think could almost kill Becker.
Yeah.
The kid he lives in the weight room.
Yeah.
So now back to the game with 8 minutes left. And to start the fourth quarter, the Braves are still up by about 7. Nolte's really fronting that defense. He really does not want Brinkman to get the ball.
I think Brinkman's going to look to try to dunk it once again, and this time try to not get a technical.
Number 3 with the ball, Stedman. He's going to look around, pass it back out to the top of the key. Reading's really trying to get something going here.
There's not, I mean, the Braves.
It's a fight in the post there between Nolte and Brinkman. Brinkman's going to drive it in, try to reverse layup, puts it in over Nolte. And that's going to cut the score to 5.
And we got Brandon Miller with the ball now, and he's fouled. That'll be Reading's 4th team foul. So Miller is going to throw the ball in for the Braves. Tosses it over to Phil Madden, who's going to look to set up this offense. And surprisingly enough, Reading has cut the lead to 5. And Will Nolte with the ball inside.
And that's blocked again, but I think that's going to be goaltending on number 10. Reading has 2 guys that have just the ability to jump out of the roof and block shots out of the air. That was goaltending. He didn't quite get it at the peak of the shot and just still ends up coming with a block, but it's still going to count. Nolte with the foul, and that's huge. It's his 4th, and this is not looking good for the Braves. The loss of Nolte is really going to be a mismatch in here, and actually it's surprisingly bringing in quite a small guy to replace him. Number 30, Colin Bonenkemper. So basically our tallest guy on the floor right now is number 32, Brandon Miller.
So Brinkman throws the ball in, gets it tossed in to him, and he misses his shot, and Miller comes down with the ball, passes it into Colin Bonenkemper.
Colin gets blocked, but that's definitely a foul.
Definitely a foul.
He just followed through straight into Colin. they're trying to get the momentum change with these blocks, and they just need to play sound defense.
Definitely.
They want to have an effect on these Indian Hill Braves.
They're going to find themselves in foul trouble just like Will Nolte if they keep this up. So Collins going to take some shots.
We got about 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in this one, and the Braves currently lead by 7 with Colin Bonekemper on the line, trying to extend the Braves' lead. He misses his first shot. Both teams aren't too bad for foul trouble for this half. They both only have 5 fouls as a team.
Colin puts up his second shot and drains it. Stidham with the ball for Reading. Guarded by Madden. He's going a lot looser than he was earlier. Stidham's calling a play. Drives in and
just throws it up. I mean,
he gets rejected by the
glass. He should have thrown back up.
Oh,
he should have thrown that back out and tried to set something up. Miller with a three.
For three, but there's
a charge on the floor. It appeared to be ruled on, I think, number 12,
yeah, I think
Phil Madden.
Yeah.
He just came there a little out of control, and I guess they ruled that he hadn't gotten rid of the ball when he made contact. So the Braves, the next foul the Braves commit will send these Reading Blue Devils to the line.
And that can be key in this close game. Reading's only down by 8 at this point, but they seem to be making a comeback. Indian Hill's got to get it under control if they want to come out the victorious team.
Definitely. Definitely need to calm down a little bit. We're both pretty even with fouls in this half, except we have Big Will Nolte in a lot of foul trouble here with 4 fouls. If this one goes to overtime, I hate to say it might, but that could be huge for us, with the loss of Nolte. But I think he's going to do great. I think he'll come back in, and he could definitely start something off for us. The great thing about this Indian Hill team this year is we have so much depth. You look at how many times Coach Prue subs this year. We have tons of depth from the junior class and the senior class.
Because the entire starting line for our team last year is back.
Except for you lost Eric Shaw last year. We lost the center, but I mean, we had Colin Bonekemper step into the starting lineup this year. And
definitely, and he's really played to his ability so far.
Oh,
he's
definitely.
really shown himself. We got Stidham for 3. And Brinkman checks it in for 2.
And the Braves are up by 7. It's 39-33. Actually, they're up by 6, and there's about 6 minutes left in this one. Miller's going to drive, pass it back out to Beatty. Beatty's looking for the shot. He shoots it from the corner. Appears to be a foul outside of the ball. I mean, Buddick just usually doesn't end up on the floor like that.
Definitely not. So the refs missed it, but that's all right.
You can't make every call, you know.
Right.
Call's playing pretty good defense. Gets up in his face there. Stedman with the ball. He's looking to throw it inside. Passes it back around. Overbeck shoots the 3, and that's going to fall no good. And Miller comes up with the rebound on the 6'7" Brinkman. And we're going to try to calm it down a little bit, set up an offense.
Miller drives in. Can't complete it, Bud. We got Stephen Budding.
We keep getting rebounds there. That might have been an over the back. I don't know about the lack of the call there.
Oh, definitely a lack of a
through
call.
that one.
I don't understand how they missed that when he basically jumped on top of Stephen.
There's 5 minutes left in this game, and the Braves lead it by 6, 39-33, while Shea Donovan is on the line to sub in. Also, it appears we might need a 3-point threat. We got Michael Scherbenberg at the line, too. That's huge. John Beatty puts in 2 for the Braves.
And John Beatty has really been a player that steps up in a time of need, and that's exactly what he's doing right now.
Last year, he had some big shots at the end of games.
Oh, definitely.
To really decide some of the games last season. He's a great player in clutch situations. And they're going to answer. That's number 10, Overbeck. Collins pushing it down the floor. Shoots right over the top of Overbeck. Whoa. He shoots over the top of a 6'7". Collins just.
That is huge. He really threw that ball up high to get it over him, and it just
That guy had
sunk
about
in.
5 inches or so on Collins.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
We got a no call. John Beatty fell over. It appeared to be a charge, but no call. So Colin Bonekemper with the ball now. John Beatty looks for the shot, but decides no.
The Braves have a 6-point lead right now with about 3:40 left in the game. It's 43-37.
Miller with the ball. Looking to do something. Drives in.
Miller
loses the ball. Stidham comes up with it. Drives it down for Reading.
Looks like number 3 could shoot it. I guess not. Reading calls a timeout. I guess they're just trying to calm down their team. I mean, the game is still a 6-point game. Indian Hill, we've let all these games get pretty close. I mean, they're exciting, but the ability to blow out teams just hasn't shown up yet this year for Indian Hill.
I think it will come later in time. I think we need some more time to grow and develop as a team.
There's 3:26 left in this one, and the score is 43-37. The Braves currently have 6 fouls, and the next foul will send the other team into bonus, whereas Reading has 5 fouls.
And you know, these games, the way the Braves play it close at the end, really, they're great for the fan. It's a great spectator game.
We almost have a whole new lineup in after that timeout. We have Shea Donovan, Michael Scherpenberg, and Will Nolte returns to the game. We're going to have to watch him. Hopefully he does not commit that 5th foul.
I think he's going to have to be real passive on defense, and he can be quite aggressive on offense. As long as he doesn't get a charge, he should be golden.
Definitely. I think I wouldn't really alter your game. I mean, it would be huge to lose him, but if he plays a different kind of game, it could be hurtful to this team.
That's true. I'm definitely going to look for Michael Scherpenberg to make some threes here.
Just going straight up. Shea's playing, the whole defense is just playing great right now. They're really
definitely
moving to the ball. That's a shot, and that's going to fall. And that's going to cut it down to a 3-point lead with 3 minutes to go.
Miller with the ball. Seems he's going to drive in. Pass
Michael
out to
Scherpenberg.
Sherpy.
Oh, there's going to be a charge, and it's
Oh.
good. That's what I'm talking about. Sherp has the ability to take the three.
He has a golden hand. That's what he's got. And he just drains him. If Miller had made that
Colin
foul.
Bonekemper's on the line to sub in. I don't know quite who he's coming in for.
Might be coming in for Miller just to give him a breather.
I don't know. I think it appears he's coming in for Shea because he's talking to Shea. Oh, nope. He's going to sub in for number 15, Michael Scherpenberg. After hitting that 3-pointer, I thought Scherp might stay in. Although it didn't count, we might need Scherp's 3-point specialty here. But Collins hit some threes, so we'll see what he can do now. Number 41 comes back in, and they're going to switch up the matchups here, so we put our 2 taller guys on their 2 taller guys. We have Miller on Overbeck and Nolte on Brinkman. With 3 minutes left and the score cut down to 3, 43 Braves, 40 Reading. Number 3 is bringing the ball up the court. Listen to all those threes.
Yeah. So Stidham pass it over to Overbeck. Back over, they're testing the perimeter.
To the inside, and that's good. He just had position on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Nolte tried to come up for help side defense, and there was nobody back there to help him.
So we got Nolte underneath. We got a foul. Nolte's going to the line.
That's going to be a block. See, that's what Will does so well. I'm glad he's playing just as aggressive on offense. That's what we need. He's putting the other team in foul trouble, and he's giving us some points.
Definitely.
That's huge. And this is a 1-point game right now with Will Nolte on the line. But this is Will Nolte's specialty. He is just a clutch player, and hopefully he'll put both of these in.
I hope so.
Extend the Braves' lead to 3.
Sets up for his first shot. Throws it up. That's good.
That's just Mr. Clutch right there.
Yeah.
That's why it's Shrek night tonight.
We can always count on Will Nolte. That's why we love him. Sets up for his second. Puts it up. And that's
it's good. I mean, he is just clutch. When the pressure is on, Nolte comes through at the foul line for this team. And that will extend the Braves' lead to 3 with 2:20 left in this game.
So we got Stidham with the ball, calling another play. They're trying to pass it to Overbeck, but Miller's doing a pretty good job guarding him. So they're testing the perimeter right now.
Nolte's really playing some pretty good defense. He's fronting the post there. Almost lost the ball there for Reading.
They're really having a hard time finding a shot. I think they want to get inside, but Nolte's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, Nolte's definitely playing some great defense. They're going to shoot the 3, and that's no good. Phil comes away with the rebound. And I would look for Reading to start fouling almost. It is only a 3-point game, but I think if the Braves can capitalize on this play. Nope, but they don't. The ball goes out of bounds. Collins' first year at varsity, he's just got to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
There's 1:40 left in this game, and it's only a 3-point game. The Braves lead at 45-42, and the crowd is really getting behind this defense.
Phil Madden guarding Stidham again. Steve Budding almost gets the steal on that pass.
Fights around the pick, and that one's good, and this one's tied up with 1:20 left in the game.
Yeah, Colin taking a 3.
No, actually,
Yeah.
that was a 2-pointer. He took a step inside the 3.
Just barely stepped
to
inside
pop
the
it,
line.
but the Braves had the lead by 2, 47-45 with the last minute of this game.
Time's ticking down to almost a minute now. Stidham pass it off. We had Reading trying to set something up, looking for some shots. Indian Hill's playing some good defense right now.
Definitely playing some good defense.
They need to wash them.
Reading, I think Reading's trying to stall for the time. Maybe get a last second 3 or.
Oh, I think so.
I don't know. They're really trying to stall for clock, but perhaps we can get a 3-second call or a 5-second call here. Hey, he's going to shoot the 3, and that's going to no good.
We get a foul.
Not quite sure what the call is, but it might be on the big number 42, Will Nolte.
No,
no.
it's on Miller. It's on Miller.
That's lucky. Thank God it's on
very lucky.
Miller.
So he's an opportunity to tie up the game. We'll see what he can do. If not, the Braves probably got a chance for a shot, or they can stall the clock if he doesn't.
There's only 40 seconds left in this one, and it's a 2-point game. This is pressure.
Oh, definitely pressure.
Overbeck is experiencing pressure. He has the chance to tie the game up here. I mean, that would be huge.
Braves call a timeout.
Braves are going to try to freeze him at the line, and they
Maybe
call a
ice
timeout. I think that's a pretty good play.
I think so, too.
Definitely puts a little more pressure on the kid to try to concentrate and put that one.
They're going to try to talk about what they're going to do if he makes the shots and what they're going to do if he doesn't.
Definitely, it's going to change the whole outlook of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And what Coach Prue's probably talking about right now is if we, by chance, we do get down for the first time in this game, we're probably going to have to start fouling.
That's right.
He's probably reminding the boys of that. We only have 40 seconds left in this game, and it's 47 Braves, 45 for Reading. And Reading's in the bonus.
And this is why that 1 point that we were talking about earlier is so important, because if this score should be 48-45, that's big. That could be the game.
I mean,
right there.
don't you wonder if they go back and check the book to look at the point after the game? Because I mean, it's gonna be in the book. It's just down on the scoreboard. That does make you wonder. The refs weren't aware of it, but perhaps a fan will come forth, or maybe the book they'll check the other team's book and find out.
So we'll see what happens. I don't know if they can turn over a win or a loss based on looking back in the books.
I couldn't really tell you.
Yeah, I can't answer that question, but we'll see.
We'll see if that point's going to come down to this game. I hope not.
We got the fans behind this one. He's setting up for his first foul shot. He puts it up, and it's good.
And he comes through under pressure. He puts that one in.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a one-point game.
1 point, and he's got one more shot. We'll see. This is pressure. This is pressure here. He's going to put it up. And that is no good!
The Braves are up by 1.
Brandon Miller's got the ball for the Braves.
Huge. And look for Reading to foul pretty soon. Because the Braves are just going to try to run the clock off.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly
number 41 seems to be giving Will some hard hand checks.
And they're looking for a steal right now.
Look at the push over there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Reading's getting real aggressive. They're going to have to foul here if they want a chance in this one. There's only 16 seconds left.
15. And there's the foul. There's the foul.
There's the foul. There's 13 seconds left. And the Braves.
Put Miller at the line.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, neither do I.
The Braves called a timeout, and you would think the Reading coach would talk and pick who you want to foul. If I was looking on the court right now, I'd probably foul either Phil or Colin Bonenkamper. I would not foul Brandon Miller.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe that was like an accident.
I think that was just a desperation. They needed the foul to stop the clock.
Definitely. So Miller drains his first shot.
Puts that one in, and that's going to put the Braves up by 2. And
so now they need a 3.
There's only 13 seconds left in this one. Hopefully Miller can put this next one in to make it a 3-point.
If he does, I can expect that the Braves might foul in this situation. We'll find out. And he drains the second one.
Look at these clutch players. You got Brandon Miller and Will Nolte, who both make huge shots on the foul line at the end of the game.
I think they get better when the game is this close. I really do.
I think so too.
I think they play at their best when the games are close and the pressure is on them.
I think definitely. I think this team, it comes through under pressure. I love to see that in teams. When you know you have the ability, when the pressure's on to have a chance at winning the game, like the whole team, just the mentality of this team really seems to, they think they can win every game, no matter what the score is.
So Indian Hill is looking to stay undefeated. Reading is looking to try to stay undefeated just the same, but it doesn't look too hot for Reading at this point, down by 3 with 13.9 on the clock.
And the one thing I gotta wonder is, will the fans, the score is 49 to 46. It's a 3-point game with 13.9 left in this game, and both teams are in the bonus. I really wonder if the fans are gonna start chanting just like football. I wonder if that'll be whipped out tonight.
I don't know. It's pretty close.
It's pretty
hard
close.
to tell right now.
It might be too early to say that because it's only a 3-point, 1-possession game, and there's not very much time left. There might not be time for the game, for that chant.
So it's gonna be Reading's ball. They kind of forget where the ball was. They got it in order now.
Reading's really, the biggest thing against Reading right here is the clock.
So they're going down. They got 10 seconds left.
And the whole Braves team is on their feet, hoping they can pull this victory in.
They got 5 seconds left.
There's 3 seconds left. There's 2. And
that was
the
the
ball, no
game.
good. And that's the
Indian
game Will
pulls
Nolte
it off.
celebrates. And that is just huge. The Braves are 3-0. 3-0 this season, and they are 3-0 in the CHL.
This is the Braves wigwam, and they pull through with the win. So they are now undefeated, just like they were. Coach Bruce real excited.
And look, they get the just like football chant. Seems to be led by Zach Dreckman.
Definitely.
We knew that one was going to come out.
Oh, yeah.
The fans, it's pure pandemonium here, and this is huge.
So we got the final score, Braves 49, Reading Blue Devils 46. I'm Andrew Burgess, and this is
Peter Carr.
We're signing out here from the Wigwam. Until then, we'll see you next time.